set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL
I tried to buy one and they don't have any of them shits.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The throwback jerseys that we debuted this year.
And then that didn't add up to me, but throwback jersey that y'all debuted.
Yeah. Like we've never worn this combination before.
Okay.
Escaping the pressure right.
I see you wear this all out.
Oh my God.
It to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Perfect play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
I have no words.
Because there was no clip, nothing. Clip animation, nothing. What the fuck?
I have no words
so
for
now
that.
3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Mayfield with it once more.
That's a bit. Oh.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a good return there gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
What's his speed?
94.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Not sure. Not good
Off
enough.
The play fake. Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Joe Tryon in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Oh, that's Aaron Jones' fault. That man did not pick up a soul.
He caught that. That nigga just looked at him.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. It's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
He did the dive, and animated into the broken shove off shit. Alright, whatever.
I don't
typically
know.
Typically when they do that, they go low. So why he animated back up high?
Yeah, that's what was confusing.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Do you think we ever gonna get a? You think we're gonna get a real patch again, X?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And
a lot of people are asking for escape nerf and actually fixing,
so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
I think what they got left is what, cover 4?
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the
matches
outset
with
of
shit
this
that shouldn't
drive.
match.
They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a
bring a
3rd
safety
and 10.
down.
Don't be surprised to bring a little
And
pressure.
bomb the hell out of it. Bomb the hell out of it.
Back-to-back incompletions.
I'm not even talking about like palms.
Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field.
I didn't want to. Oh, I should have clicked on.
This well past midfield before
I
should
have clicked on.
The 35. A big play that time through the
What was
air.
that?
39 yards.
I don't know
I'm
who
not
this
sure
guy
how this drive's
is.
going to end, but how about the way they flip field position
Who's
there?
that stuff on?
A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action. Mayfield. That's complete. It's
Bam!
and they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's actually, you know what's funny? Stuff while you did that, I actually want to try to get a habit of doing that more because that actually works against those guys. That was actually the right play to do, X. We were just goofy as shit.
Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. His 4th touchdown
I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking at him.
And the Bucs are going to retake
Yeah, he should.
the lead.
I wouldn't reliably think he'll catch that one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Damn, is this nigga a quarterback? What's the call the plays out there?
So after the made field goal,
Stephon, receiver.
Send this one away.
Why you gotta? Was he a quarterback in college or something?
The return is Duvernay.
He got the extra wristband.
Yeah, he got
a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
That's crazy. That man don't even know the plays. He gotta put them shit on his wrist.
What's up, DJ? Yeah.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads.
I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group,
6'5".
they gotta start winning some ball games, and the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
That's rough.
Right, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Oh my God!
Picked off down near the 5. And now look at this.
Let's go!
Gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining
Let's
the
go.
Defensively, though,
what?
Miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football,
He catch you in a
either
hurdle?
advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Looking deep for Adams.
Yo, man.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers
That nigga's in a given mood.
Oh my God!
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
I guess I needed to high point it to get it over him, or...
Yeah, DJ, did you see my game?
Trusting that you are.
Bullshit, man.
He was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It was more like a
And
few
for them,
hours
a
ago.
touchdown their last
It was before
go-around.
7.
Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
Yeah, I basically had a non-TD catch.
Touchdown!
It didn't make any sense.
Was that the picture that he put?
Yeah, because BHB was using with somebody. He overran it and didn't react, but the dude was in front of Hardman and he animated. But apparently it went behind. I don't think it went through him, but it went like to his right. I don't know how the fuck it got through. And yep.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return is Duvernay. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but
damn, that's tough.
Who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really
tough,
big
Bills.
game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
His dude was going to be wide open. He got caught on the safety on his crosser.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling, and I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Oh my God, he throws it behind him.
That's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Yeah, I got
on second down.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson was Randy Moss Jr. against me.
Before he's brought down. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And again, it's Rodgers.
You don't need any goal. He cheated.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and goal, Rodgers. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
I told you before we started, like, people are going to hate to throw out a sack shot.
Touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are back within a score.
Stephon, are you playing?
He's playing X.
No, I know.
Try here for the point after.
Dog.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
I'll go.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the
guard put the hell out of that linebacker.
Not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can
my God!
Want to try and keep
Oh my God!
Discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
I'm looking at them. They're cool. I'm looking at. Oh, never mind. They're Madden computer good.
He gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling...
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
I'm disgusted with my defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And I had
somebody
wide the fuck
too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete. Okuebuna. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still
What's his
need
name,
a
X?
little bit more. 4th down.
Cool,
Here's
on.
Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away.
His mom named him Ooga Booga. I'm gonna call him Ooga Booga.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You gotta take your points, Whistle.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Why?
This is brought in at the 21.
What the hell is your player doing? They call holding already?
Legal block in the
Back.
So
yeah.
this will be accepted as it moves the offense
How do you
backwards.
block in the
back of the ball in the air?
God.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack
That shit
up
just
1st
left
and
the
10
punter's
at
foot.
their own 24. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
You guys been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Oh, he good.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Hard running at the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, damn it, man.
But it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force it through here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Get the fuck out of here, man!
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Whatever,
and it's
man.
incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over.
Ah, that's going to cost me.
Able to pick up the 1st. And that will force a turnover on downs.
That's
The
going to
Bucs
cost me.
offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can time out and regroup.
Shouldn't have even went there. Should have went elsewhere.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield on play action.
Here.
Looking for
Oh
Godwin,
my
got him
God, man.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking downfield for Godwin.
I swear to God, I'm turning the game off if you caught that.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing.
What's your defensive line?
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Hold on that route. What the
with that
fuck?
completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So
oh, my goodness.
And trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. McPherson's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
You said
they
that.
will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
DJ fed that to you, didn't he?
Nah.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards.
No.
Now let's check on the call. So we have reached halftime here.
I was just under the assumption that you made it up.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
I knew it.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First half.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
Oh my God, man.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This game is trying my patience.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his back.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And the return will go to the 31-yard line. Tough when their first drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead.
Oh, shit, I stopped watching. He catch that up? Oh, shit, that shit is 24-24, Whistle. And he just scored, the Bills. I'm missing a hell of a game.
Just 7 carries.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills? And
He
it
just
does it in
got,
so
what the
many
fuck
different
happened?
ways. In this case,
He was
you
down
got a back who's
17-0.
quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed.
Mike
Not just
Evans
outrunning people in the
is
secondary.
dusting.
That led to a really nice game.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Well, I mean, Mike Evans, he's been an elite receiver for some time
Mike
now.
Evans
And part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands.
That was news to me.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Nah, X, it was the ultimate man beater. Running into people.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't.
He got chipped by the dude covering that went to the outside route. Yeah, he hit. Yeah, he hit Jair. Tomorrow. Yo, bro got drunk, man. My
and a dangerous throw there.
Is that Vikings or Stephon?
Boy,
No, Stephon would have still played you.
End in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the
Vikings told DJ he got his bad. He got drunk.
Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game?
Yo, hold on, yo.
They have to change things offensively to try
we gonna fight dude
things
again.
down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit.
Dude in the
and you just
cellar
wonder,
or whatever?
is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 31, Rodgers.
Is there no manual save?
Right now.
Aaron Jones.
Nah, there's not.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone.
2022?
Keep your eyes on the quarterback.
Hold
and
on.
see the play
We have
develop
checkpoints in
front of you.
2022?
They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Oh, that's a pick.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was
Bills
on.
can throw it right back.
Quarterback.
It looked
Get
like
out
the
of your
Bills
hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down. But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially
they
as we get deeper in the game.
to how many people
this
playing?
is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching.
And his pass is intercepted.
I wish it was Cavs LeBron. He had a little more speed.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Mayfield. This one swung out here to Jones. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost
I ain't hear it.
opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh shit! I thought
that'll be incomplete.
A GG.
Tried to dive
He scored a touchdown,
way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And that's well executed.
That's tough,
on
man.
3rd down. And I love
You still
the
got 3
confidence that they
timeouts, bro.
had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Albert O. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
God damn it, man.
That does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half. Just 3 points.
Fucking mad,
You just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Tip of the cap to the defense. They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
On the return is Duvernay. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. and popped it free from his grasp.
And he is going to have a Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. On the return is Duvernay.
Oh shit! I was
he will make it to the 20-yard
that's crazy,
line
wasn't
and
it?
no further.
I was going along too with it. You're saying basically you've been trying to play with this man since the game came out, and he's been flaking on you. You're like, it's crazy.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious?
Every time you ask him, Don,
and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on 1st down. Jones.
Well, you haven't played any of
just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they take a knee.